Hi everybody, it's Dara, and I am so fortunate, blessed, and totally grateful to be sitting here with Marianne Williamson. I can't imagine that you need an introduction. I couldn't even imagine that anybody doesn't know what this woman has been up to for 20 years that I know of. She has, her words, the way she speaks, absolutely helped change my life. About 20 years ago, during my Saturn return, about 28 years old, and everything in my life started to change. I would walk on the beach in Florida, listening to your voice, and just got so much comfort and words of wisdom and things that have stayed with me to this day. So when Charles Chen invited me to come and speak and talk about your project Sister Giant, I thought this is time. You know, this is the time to really get involved, because it is an emergency. While I make raw food and vegan food look so pretty and cute and gorgeous, and I'm always happy, the underlying thing is that we really do want to prevent disease. We really do want to help the farmers, help ourselves be able to get amazing food. We all deserve it. And so this woman is working so hard, and I really just commend you on your relentless search for the truth and your bravery in speaking.
Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate that you just made a connection that I think is extremely important for people. I think a lot of people who have been disengaged from the political process have been under this illusion that they could stay in their bubble, and all the stuff that's happening bad out there would not affect them. But you know, the food movement, food issue is one of the places where a lot of people are becoming politically awake, because if it's a huge public issue, it will get to your door. It will. It might not be at your private door yet, but it will get there. So chemical companies, big agricultural companies, Syngenta, Dow, Monsanto, all of this has been happening for years, because it's all part of this huge multinational corporate matrix by which too many of the policies of the United States government have been beholden to the principle of basically serving the short-term economic gain of the principal shareholders of those corporations, rather than the common good of the people. So now a lot of people are realizing no matter how much you try to eat healthy, if GMOs are everywhere, if the environment is messed up, you know, then there's a limit to what you can do.
Right.
And you know, many years ago, people used to talk about helping teenagers and who were, let's say, addicted or having psychological problems, and it was a big shift when people came to understand you can't treat the child outside the context of the family unit. Now we are realizing you can't treat your own issues outside the context of the societal ones. So food is not just a personal issue. It's a societal and a social and a political issue. What we're doing to agriculture, you were talking about helping the farmers. What farmers? I mean, we hardly have it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Panel where you talked with Robin O'Brien.
Yes.
June 2nd,
Yes.
2014. It was so informative.
Right.
I'll post the link below.
Right.
But it's the farmers are this small, and the
large
problem is
agriculture.
reaching
Right.
every single one of our
Right.
children. There's not a family
That's
involved
right.
that it doesn't affect.
So
we have to speak
so
up.
I really commend you, because people like yourself are so important. For you to be a bridge, for you to be talking to who you're talking to and say, hey guys, we should be leading this effort. We shouldn't be holding back as our own private lives are okay for now. It's time.
It's time. Like, it's serious. You said it's serious.
Exactly.
Within 200 years, it's serious.
You
And
can't go
the
that many
thing about,
generations messing with your food supply.
No, and the thing about Marianne, it just came to me, is that I didn't really, you make it not scary. You make it like doable. You make it like we can do it.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. It not only is it not scary, it is fun.
Right.
Too many people have never been to Washington, D.C. and lobbied your Congress people. It's fun, and I ran for Congress last year, and I think
I had 6 of your signs in my front yard.
Thank you.
And
it was fun. It was fun, wasn't it? There's somebody I know.
I wanted you to win, but I will have next time when we have the conversation that's open anyway, because you're
Right.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, and Dennis Kucinich said to me, there's a win to every campaign. And we won what we won. And it's all about upping the conversation. You know, these issues weren't going to be all solved because one woman won a congressional seat, and they're not all, you know, it's not over because I didn't win a congressional seat. The struggles, the challenges, the stewardship of our nation and of our democracy continues. And so it's all of us working together, as you and I are right now. And I'm very excited about people within the food movement really expanding the vision to include not only how you eat, but how you address, and really as leaders, as you are, addressing this charge. So that's why we are doing a panel on food and agriculture at Sister Giant. I consider it a major issue, and I'm particularly glad to provide that space here in Los Angeles, where I feel there's a higher consciousness about food here than probably anywhere.
Yes, Sister Giant, and I'm attending.
Thank you.
And can you tell me, tell us what it is, and I love the name. How did that come about?
I don't know. I'm a writer. I like
love
words.
it, Sister
Sounded
Giant.
good to
It's
me.
like, I can be one of those.
Right. Well, the first few times we did them, they were specifically conferences for women, and about our power and our awakening and our helping to birth a new politics. At this point, with what's happening on the earth, it's all hands on deck. So this one is for men as well as women. I probably should have called it Brother Sister Giant, but the word sounded clunky, Sister Brother Giant. So it's
I want the men to come
really,
too.
please, men, come, please. And it's 2 days, March 28th and 29th at the Concourse Hotel right at LAX. But people can also live stream. And we have extraordinary speakers. We have Dennis Kucinich, Senator Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Kucinich will be leading the food panel, Lisa Bloom, the civil rights attorney, talking about the racial issues and mass incarceration, and then Lynn Lyman from the National Drug Policy Institute, because I think we should be having a very meaningful conversation about ending the drug war. There is so much unnecessary human suffering due to that. We have 500,000 nonviolent drug offenders in our prisons. We have the highest mass incarceration rate in the world. And of course, getting money out of politics, which is so needed. So the issue is, how can we have this conversation, but not it being the same old political conversation, which has become so shallow and so canned and so unnourishing and so lacking in music. It should be our conversation about those things. And that's why I have felt for a long time, people who are involved in spirituality, transformation, personal growth, recovery, we're the last people who should be sitting this out. We're the people who should be the most involved in really taking leadership positions. So,
and you're making it doable. She's making it doable, and I think that
not just doable,
fun, beautiful. I mean, like I was almost floored when I saw her, because I was listening to her 20 years ago and I expected some aging. No aging going on here. But the funny thing is
well,
that
my clothes are
this was so meant to be. That's funny. It was so meant to be. This is so serendipitous. It's such a perfect example. It's a true testament when you follow your heart, which I've been doing, and I've grown our family's channel. We are a good, strong voice that Marianne should come into our lives at this moment. And I think that one of the things I picked up on your interview, which was really, I'm getting chills, it was really helpful, because what if we're a member in our family and we have these thoughts? Isn't it nice to come to Marianne and to this weekend to get some facts, to get some words to use when we don't have those facts? I'm an intuitive person. I don't really always have that, and I want to have the words.
It is so important, because a lot of times people have, your instincts are right, but you couldn't carry that forward very far at the dinner party, because you need some facts.
Yes,
I'll give you the facts. Come for the weekend, and I promise you, I'll lay it down. You'll leave there feeling so much more empowered and so much more confident in using your voice and being a conscious citizen, because you know exactly what you're talking about, and you can lay it down if anybody challenges you.
Right. It's important. It's like going to culinary school if you want to make videos on food. It's just one of those things. You need the foundation.
And too many people don't remember what they learned in civics class in the 7th grade, or didn't even take a civics class in the 7th grade. That makes you so excited.
No, this is wonderful. Thank you so much for allowing me to come in and do this. I'm in awe and really, really grateful. So thank you.
Right back at you. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.